Hey, what's going on, y'all? Happy Easter. Hope y'all had the Easter Bunny visit y'all. Get some good candy, good dinner with family, whatever you do, go to church. We're out here on Sundays, we play mystery games, except for when I'm traveling like last week. So let's jump right into it. So, we woke up and we talked to that lady, and now we're getting ready to talk to homeboy here, I think. Wow, look at all this shit on Monday. That's just Monday. All right, find Moral, the cryptozoologist. The aged cryptozoologist has been out in the reeds for too long, and his wife Lena is very worried. All right, we gotta fix the water lock. Okay. Other than that, I think we're good. There's our boots. It's oh, they're real jeans. Okay, we want to go with the yellow pants. So. Don't we? Plus molecular chemistry, savoir faire. Yeah, we don't want to lose. Oh fuck, we don't want to lose our reaction speed. Orange bum hat, I like it. We lose our authority, but I don't really care about our authority. All right. Let's go ahead and talk to homeboy here. He's like the head of the union?
This is where you say your bid.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the hangman house. Don't say anything.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. We need to talk about the hangman out back. Let's push it.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Yeah, that's right.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
He says thoughtfully.
Gave him real nice big dicks.
Yeah. Anyways.
He wraps
You
it
might
up.
want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
6 of them. Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. blond man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine.
Oh, Glenn.
Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s.
Okay.
He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations, hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick,
The
wide
big
at
dick.
the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On
Where?
his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
Aw.
Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy.
Big
Boot
fat guy?
size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing, the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Tide is staring at you with his head tilted. Yeah, let's just go
What
right
are
into
you
it.
talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
Sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
Oh,
This
yeah?
person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
Who's the she? Is
It
her?
has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
Yeah.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
All right, we need to save it.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Can we quick save it here? No. Oh. Fuck it.
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
They love him, boss. Spend all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell.
I don't like Shanky.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene?
these boots?
Yes.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our
That's it,
friends
game
are all
over.
The same.
Okay.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition.
Hey, Nibbler,
During
what's
the
happening,
Susan
homie? I didn't see you
Reigns
say
reign,
hi, dude.
It used to be the firing squad.
Hope you had a good Easter, man. You get an Easter basket? You get some Cadbury eggs?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says that it was worse than dying.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals coming here. Look, I'm just doing my job. I drink so much I can't remember anyone I sat behind bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Maybe we could throw a gas grenade in there or something.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused and angry. He pointed Titus, so you do. You give the commands? I thought she did. Pointed Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs usually run by the oldest, most vulnerable member. It's the 8th Hardy Boy, the one who's missing. The big dick.
Titus, no one was thinking.
That there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
Well, hold on. I'm confused. Titus, someone was thinking that there's any question who's the leader. Okay.
No. 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 Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
Okay.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all. You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
All right, how long you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
No, piece of shit, shaky.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin and turns the mold over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Oh, we're running out of questions. All right, so what do we do here? Why did you do it? Or how did you kill it? We know how he did it.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Ooh.
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats jaw clamped like a shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
Okay, Eugene.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Oh, how do you even know he was Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Don't break the karaoke code. Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes the spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Lieutenant's trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs and starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who sexually assaulted, raped, she said? Okay.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
He steps closer as well, fixing his ball cap.
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
His little mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Alright.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Yeah, it pretty was. Yeah, kind of.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman.
I don't think he had any,
The fuck?
nothing on his head.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go.
Titus is
Yeah.
solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Tell me who's selling.
L.A., who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man.
I think Eugene's
least
the weak
antsy
one.
of the bunch.
He's emotional.
Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Is it the fat guy or the old man? Okay, this one, he's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey you, turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Next man, the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently
Sambo.
violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool.
Cool.
He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Where'd all this go down
Right
at?
fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Yeah, there's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus.
Okay.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I don't know about that.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Discussed 8th was Hardy as +1. Okay. Does she got anything else for us?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
He's right, you know. You're very pretty.
The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
Okay, we can't talk to him, but we can go over to him. It's all about money, you know.
Can I help you?
Alright, so we got a lot to do. Oh, we got a scope point. Physique base. It's one of our lowest. We lose all our authority from our clipboard. We can open up a thought, too. Oh, here we go. We learn more about communism. Flex muscles, powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Party Planet, baby. All right, what are we putting this in? Let's go into drama. All right, we're gonna prove our authority. All right, what else we gotta do here? All right, apartment 28. Find a rich person. Sad song. Call Sylvia and give Kim a shortwave. Okay, let's go do that.
Inside, we see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, this is Firewalker. We connect with the 41st. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
All right, perfect.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Let's be patient.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. This is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Alright, so she remembers us.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Oh.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
What did we do?
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out, and you saying it didn't happen? Don't be afraid of that pick. You have to stand up for yourself. So you do agree to quitting your job? So you do agree to quitting your job just because someone asked you out? It was overreaction.
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, not me.
Why didn't you call? Didn't the corpse behind your workplace bother you?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
I mean us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
What the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
I am the authority here. It looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
No, we're not good at
No,
authority though.
don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble.
Okay.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here.
Snitches get
Everything
stitches.
is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
All right, next question.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
My uniform too. God, I should look into that.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's
Damn
awful
it.
that you lost it. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective.
Just had to be unexasperated.
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she can continue. What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Off
You
of
know,
what?
when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there. Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
I should have killed myself. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. Yeah.
Me neither.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
Oh, wow.
There are way more inventive ways than a gun to leave this world.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big butts cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Yeah, I see my uniform.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
Yeah, baby. You know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? No, absolutely not.
I
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
We got this. 83%.
No.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
She doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Yeah, no, it's
Trust
me.
me. You wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, nag, nag. No. You're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love. Matchmaker extraordinaire.
Lieutenant Love.
Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Women are just transactional? Wow. There we go. Get rid of that misogyny.
I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Daddy's gonna take you into his lap, little darling. Yeah, I don't want to do any
You're
of
just
that.
a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer? Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an
Oh, we should have totally done that
law
yesterday because we already had that
enforcement service.
information.
The crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
All right. Alright, call back in a day. Where's all these truck drivers? Ooh, what do we got here? Plastic rack macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. Tuna fish not for sale. Food gift from the people of Messenia. Speakers from the people of Samara.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Everything cool.
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
He's
you're
cool?
Very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes.
You got
got
style.
style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
So it's back in the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. Start
Nice.
with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Thinking of it as
An
investments.
investment? What kind of investment?
An investment is good relations with the RCM.
I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull.
Hey.
A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Oh, what kind of stuff are you selling here? The food packages you're selling here. Yeah.
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes you humanitarian. I think one said not for resale in the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
This fire driver, a human ox lorry over there.
What?
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about
Oh,
the
supply chain
That's how
issues.
the-
Gotta love it.
Interesting.
We'll need more if we're going to pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes, officer. It's for
Yay.
show, my liege. He knows you need more than this to bust this guy. Later, perhaps.
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Let's get on it.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Pronounce it very painstakingly.
very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Right, isn't it a shithole because of Revenshaw?
That's so cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur by buying some pens and glasses? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too.
Comfy
Try
pants.
them on right here. No shame, only freedom. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Good joke, officer. We don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
He takes a deep breath.
Glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
Interesting.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the gossamer state.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
A gossamer state, you're right, this is cool. I'm part of a hip, thin, almost non-existent state apparatus. So cool guys protect businesses while everyone else lives in ruins. I can think of cooler things. You're a foreigner. I'm protecting the business interests of foreign nations. Then I'm protecting state lawlessness. I'm not an officer of law. I'm an officer of a common anarchy. Okay, no permit thing. Cool.
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. Freedom is great. It's what lets independent entrepreneurs like me sell quality goods at competitive prices. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers,
suppliers,
distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Anything for you. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
It's rummage.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Alright, let's try it. Nice.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
You observe the world through the deep-sea tinted
And
lenses.
they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
I don't remember if we went in that house or not. Let's talk to these truck drivers, though.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Who's
the
they?
bosses, man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but it sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. And it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhyme
bars.
This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Sitting with our best bars.
Your best
Damn it.
verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tom, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled.
That's,
In the name of God, what are you doing?
It's not real, guys.
Yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but...
She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Fuck
Yeah.
Hope I don't die.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, here we go.
These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
He's not lying. He liked the end.
Yes. And I also thank you for stopping.
He looks at you.
We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Yeah, we looked at this. We talked to this dude.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Fuck it.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've joined her back to
The
reality.
smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She has with contempt.
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory.
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Nice.
This man's got a hold over her. Even 50 years later, you can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured
In
up.
all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take
While
her
you,
measure.
people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Ew.
Someone was. They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters.
Interesting. What is she
Beautiful
doing?
and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She slips back along the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, knickknacks on the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Diamonds?
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Who would you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
She don't even know what you're
I
hauling.
quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Well, you get high?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes
Yeah,
over here.
it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Before I came, you seemed away.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
The boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero.
Ooh, our
He
karaoke song?
promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
You can see where
So
this
the
is going.
boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
It is not where I thought it was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, lawman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Yeah,
Nothing.
wait.
I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best communers around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
The Monosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain,
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
the Transcatolia Magistral, you for 1A, Adestradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes again and shudders. I am something of an expert in blacking out, so you should take better care of yourself. Cool, right until you're dust, sister.
Irmao, I already am dust.
Let me see the soles of those
Now
boots.
what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Please help me out here, it's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now,
There was a real man. There's no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
What do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Sheriff who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machines.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
You know about
What do I
drugs?
need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't done anything in this game tonight.
I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
If you don't know,
Maybe
Get outta
she
here.
thought you're corrupt.
you're man, Lowman. What of it?
Alright, let's just get into
Maybe.
it.
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad, and the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Lowman?
I don't know.
No, Lowman, diamonds.
Yeah, if you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesque.
Her voice trails off. Don't you fucking come down here. The Great River Shell Industrial Harbor. I don't think we want to get into that conversation right now. We only got about 10 more minutes. That's probably gonna be something big.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Oh, racist. Okay. Hey, I know River Show. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're underrunning our best shot at a real self-determination. Stop ripping into this guy. He's just really proud of Revacholians.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
This
I
guy
know
sounds kind of
exactly
French.
what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
Waits passively. Cigarette smolder between his fingers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
I found his bug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions? No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
It's my last one.
You hiding smokes from me?
Sorry, all done.
Fuck,
I bet.
Cool. His cool gaze pierces deep with noxious influence waiting in the surrounding area.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can tell you're really a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
I'm not gonna say anything.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I think I get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Yeah.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Alright, well that ended that conversation.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Yeah.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use
Okay,
it
so
to
maybe this guy
outcompete
isn't
us
doing it.
in
Okay,
the
so it's either the old lady,
manufacturing
which shouldn't be the old lady.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
What are you
What
hanging
do
out
you
here
think?
for?
I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch
Fucking
my stuff,
Kuno.
the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on the way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man.
Who's doing it?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
The one reselling humanitarian aid packages, right? I knew there was something about that guy.
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer's stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanux lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
Okay.
He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Alright, let's go pay him a visit.
Yes, so.
That was this guy down here, right?
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah. Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into
That's
drugs.
very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Yeah.
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
All right. We're not tough though.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Oh, is the lady driver the old woman?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
I really want us to be cool
Who
now,
exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Okay.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
All right. We're going to save it right there, guys. We're going to harass the old lady. She's over here somewhere. Yeah, there she is. Find out who the lady driver and where's her lorry. That makes it too, it seems too easy, but we're gonna try it anyway, guys. Alright, drop a like if you haven't already, guys. Drop a sub if you're new. I'm out.